some other different species of pioneer vegetation, but Cecropia is the first one to colonize the gap as a treefall or a human gap or a disturbance of storm or anything else. So the seeds of Cecropia goes and germinate in very fast growing trees and stay there for about 8 or 15 years as the first crop. And then it dies and other vegetation come, and then it goes on until you get the primer forest again there. But if you see the sting of Cecropia, it's like bamboo, has some sections on. And that's exactly where the ants on the Azteca genus live on. And the tree produces a nectar secretion for these ants to invite the ants to come to the tree, to live there, to protect the tree against predators. That's a symbiotic relation that we don't know when it started. Long ago, who came first? Was the tree prepared before for the ants to come, or did the ants get into the tree and make these hollow sections? Or so we think it's a kind of chemicals reaction for the tree that produce these hollow stems, and each section has a hole where the ants goes in, and they have chambers, different sections for the larvae, for the ants, the adults, youngs, and so many others. You know, ants and wasps and bees, termites, they are social insects, so they have the social relations in here. If you cut here, you're going to see thousands of ants swarming out and coming to you and grab your hand and sting and pee on your skin with a very hurting acid released, formic acid. Very typical from these ants. Well, but Cecropia is not just a bad tree as a pioneer and hold up these ants. People use the leaf, the dried leaf, to make tea, to low down high blood pressure. So what makes Cecropia a successful pioneer tree is the seeds are very tiny and like fingers, thousands of seeds in each one. And when they ripen, they fall in the water and they float. And then they stop in a place where there's a gap, and then the water recedes and then they germinate. There's lots of predation on the seeds, but even though Cecropia is still a primary pioneer vegetation, we're going to see places on this trip that we're going to see like plantation, and you're going to say, oh, what's plantation is that? That's Cecropia. Cecropia takes care of new land on the Amazon River, sandbars that are new, just appear. Cecropia goes, and here in this branch you can see the hollow. It's like just bamboo chambers, like, you know. Oh, that's super. It's always like this in a racha, cucaracha. Always like this. You break something that you think it's not useful anymore, but there's somebody using there.
I didn't think that was a moth or a grasshopper or what it was.
Ali, tá barato.
Okay, thank you.
And they do not like to eat much toxins on leaves. So we think that this is almost isn't of chemicals. If they have very few. And of course, if it's good for high blood pressure, it must have something good for that.
It's true, it would have some kind of chemical.
Yeah.